So now that I'm back, the first video I want to make a video about energy, because I can see a lot of people don't understand how energy works. And that's okay, because they see communication as I say something, you say something. But if you look at the meaning behind the words, the meaning behind the energy, then you would have a better understanding. So as an example, let's start with this. So if you ever want to get to know somebody, just randomly, and I've worked with thousands and thousands of people, so I can tell you I've met all kinds of character and all kinds of behaviors and personalities, and that's okay, because we need all kinds of people at all kinds of level in this world. So give a person a compliment out of nowhere. So hypothetically, let's say I'm talking to myself. Hey, Sarah, you have nice hair. I love your hair. And don't forget, when you give a compliment, always give a compliment to something specific to that person. So if it's like the baby blue eyes, or the nice hair, or the rockin' body, just whatever, stay polite, but make sure that the compliment is something that sticks out in that person. Because if it's just general, it'll pass over the person's head. Because when you give general compliments, because it's general, people kind of assume you're giving it to everybody. But if you go into detail to something specific to that person, the person will know that you took the time to analyze and take the time to deliver that message. So there's work behind this energetically, the compliment. So, nice hair. I tend to have compliments on my hair. So, there's the first thing I can do, not say anything. So just look at the person and not respond. That's a one-way positive energy that I'm taking into myself, into my aura. Number 2, I can acknowledge the compliment. Hey, thanks. Thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. So this is two-way positive energy. The person gives compliment, and me, instead of just taking it, because it doesn't matter. The person's giving you a compliment. You take it or you acknowledge it. It doesn't matter. It's still positive energy because the person's giving it to you. They're not expecting anything back. So 1 and 2 is great. Even if they don't say anything, it's still great. So the second is acknowledging. Oh, thanks. So second is a two-way. I take the compliment and I give you an acknowledgement, which is thank you. And that in itself is also positive. Then you have number 3. Hey, Sarah, you have nice hair. Oh, I'm born with it, thanks. But I'm born with it, so I didn't really have to do anything for it. So that kind of like rejects the compliment. It's like, thanks, but whatever, right? I'm not really taking it. I'm actually blocking it. So, gives me a compliment, whatever, I'm born with it. I reject it. So, positive energy, I'm rejecting. Kind of odd if you think about energetic wise. Why would someone do that? There's many reasons, but let's just keep it simple. It can just be the fact that they're not comfortable receiving compliments. So they never received compliments, and when they do, they're just weirded out, so they just reject it. And that's okay, because that's on them. That's them not taking positive energy in. Now, this last type, this is the type you have to watch out. This is the type where you give a positive or a compliment, a positive energy, and the person turns around and insults you. And I've had that happen to me many times, because even on Instagram, I enjoy going to people's inboxes and give them nice compliments, or just making videos and give them compliments in my videos, or just go into their posts and give them nice compliments. And I've noticed that, like, most ignore, which is fine because I'm giving it to give it. Then you have others that say thank you, that acknowledge it, and then you have others that actually become insulting. So you would ask yourself, why would someone take positive energy, take the time to transmute it into negative energy and pump it out into the world? Now that's messed up. That's one category that I still can't understand till this day. Why would someone do that? Now, it's not a question of negative into positive. Now, let's say somebody just randomly walks on the street and insults me, right? Hey, Sarah, you're ugly. Let's say. Now, what I can do as a light worker, right, is I can take that negative energy, transmute it, and make it into a positive energy. Turn around and say, well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I think you're gorgeous. So that's what light workers do, right? Light workers take negative energy and transmute it into positive energy. Now, light workers also get tired, right? We're just humans. So we're not here to, it's not Jesus coming back, it's Christ consciousness coming back. So we're not here to pretend we're Christ, right? We're not here to pretend we're just a floating white orb, because we're not. We're all human. And even if we become super enlightened, we're still not going to turn into a white orb, not in this world. So let's not try to go towards that, because to me, that's superficial. So let's just admit that we're humans. And once in a while, light workers will also get tired. So if we get an insult, absolutely, we have two choices. Transmute it into positivity, like we always do. But if, let's say, once in a while, we don't feel like doing that, we lack of energy maybe that day, or maybe the person has done it too many times and we're just tired of transmuting, right? Nowhere in our soul contract is it written that we have to transmute every single negative energy coming our way. Trust me when I tell you, once in a while, you can let one slip and let the laws of the universe take over. So that comes to mirroring. So if someone gives you an insult, you can mirror the same level of insult, not higher, not lower. You don't go, against their families. That's not what I'm saying. Hey, Sarah, you're ugly. No problem. You're not too shabby yourself. You're not too good looking yourself either. Let's say, right? Same. Mirroring. Now, what happens if I do that? I'm not the bigger person. Of course not. I'm not, because I'm insulting them back, right? I'm not. But now I'm giving them a taste of their own medicine. Oh, well, you called me ugly, now I'll call you ugly. Again, it's not what I recommend. But once in a while, we get tired and we're like, you know what? You're not good looking either. You have the same problem as I do, let's say, right? I'm just using this as an example. It could be any other type of insults. But pretty much just to give you an idea. So you can mirror it back. And I'm telling you, you're not going to get any bad karma, because you're just neutralizing the energy. You're mirroring the energy. So they give you something, you give it back. Neutral. It neutralizes the karma. It's the law of cause and effect. Now, if you say something worse or you go after their families, then it's different. Then you're creating bad karma. But if someone's giving you a bad compliment and you mirror it with the exact same equivalent, nothing really happens. It just gives them a taste of their own medicine. And now they're back to square one. Do they want to repeat the same pattern and risk getting mirrored? Or do they want to upgrade? And that's on them. So now that you understand how energy works a little bit more, you'll understand that there's power behind your words, and there's power behind intentions. Like, some people can work on a certain project because it helps them grow. Right? That's their intention. This is helping me grow. And then there's other people on the sideline that maybe they're just there to support. Their intention is different. I'm not here to grow, I'm here to support. So it's all a question of, like, what are they here for? What do they want? What do I want? What are my intentions behind something? And once you see the intention, you'll understand the energy. And once you understand the energy, you'll understand the person. You'll know if they're a threat, if they're not a threat, if they're a potential friend, potential colleague, potential family member, Then you can judge, but read the energy. Energy says everything. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.